Right, good afternoon. It's been a while. Oh, I had such great plans to do loads of videoing and it just didn't happen. Anyway, let me blather on in your ear while I show you and tell you all about my week. So, I was booked in by my daughter to look after her dog for a week. Some of you already know this, so I apologise. So that was fine because normally what happens is I'll put this to the side, you've seen that. I stay at their house. I take him for an hour and a half walk in the morning, and then that's it. He clears off up to bed and I get to come home and do a load of crafting. Then I go back about 5 o'clock, give him his dinner and just sit with him in the evening. He's absolutely no trouble at all otherwise. But they were due to go away on Sunday, so Friday he was not well, throwing up, all that kind of stuff, and so by Friday night, my daughter said, right, that's it. So I took him to the vet and the vet did an x-ray, couldn't see anything wrong, etc. Saturday morning, he was really ill, lethargic, all the rest of it. So they took him back. So they did another scan and basically he had managed to eat a whole tennis ball, which of course had got stuck in its entirety in his stomach and it was blocking his digestive system basically. So poor dog had to have major surgery. So this was all the day before they were going away on holiday, or due to. So she was in a panic because it's her baby, you know. So I said to her, well, look, you know, you go on holiday. If the vet gives him the okay and all this, that and the other, I'll just look after him and convalesce him. So, so Sunday we got the call. He was out of surgery. He was fine. We went there sort of like Sunday afternoonish. Oh, I've never seen him so dopey, and he's a great big dog. He's a husky Doberman cross, great big dog, and he was just all floppy, and he was like, oh, absolutely out of it. He was really. So they were going to leave at 1. That was the original plan because they'd booked a hotel before because they had a flight at stupid o'clock in the morning. I think it was something like 4 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, they stayed with me till 5 and they were like, what do you want to do? Are you happy with it? And I said, look, just go on holiday. It'll be fine. Yeah. So off they went and yeah. So I got to sleep on a sofa for a week because he wasn't allowed upstairs because obviously he had a massive great scar on his belly. And very short walks, small meals, all that kind of thing. But of course I couldn't leave him because the worry about him breaking his stitches was quite high. So I had to stay with him all day till 3 o'clock or 4, but about 3:15. And my eldest daughter would come and sit with him while I nipped home, fed the cat, did anything I needed to do. Because basically, I didn't get a chance to film anything. So, but he's all right. They're back. He's fully recovered because by Friday he was like a bouncing bunny. He was just, you know, I'm fine. I want to go for big walks and no, you're not allowed. But I was able to sleep in a bed Friday night. Whoop whoop. So consequently, I had loads of stitching time. So you know, it was one of those things like, what do I take? What do I do? I really had so much I wanted to get on with in my craft room. Oh, it was frustrating. But I found all of these pentagons that I'd obviously stitched onto paper and card and that. So I just sat and put them all together. So I've made these little bowls. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with them. I need to stick a sort of like a cardboard hexie on the bottom for their bottoms. But they're really easy bit of English paper piecing to sit and do while you're nursing a convalescing dog. So there you go. I'm so tired. I can't even describe how tired I am. And of course, yesterday they came back. They got back about 6:15. And I came straight home, had my tea, had a quick shower. And I went to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And the alarm woke me up for work this morning. So, yeah, so straight back into work, basically. And then to the news that it's my rota to go into County Hall tomorrow. So I've got to drive to Exeter tomorrow. Oh, I'm getting too old. I really, really need to retire, but I can't afford to. Yeah, so anyway, you saw my little stitches whatnot, slow stitches whatnot, which is from the lovely Annie Claxton. I think she's completely sold out of the 60 odd other kits that she made, so that's the small one. But as you can see, it got a little bit overloaded when I was seriously working with it, so I've made myself a giant one. I haven't stuffed it yet, but that is strip piece on the back, strip piece on the front, lots of embroidery, and yeah, it's all stitched. I just need to stuff it basically. So I've made myself a big one. I was going to stitch it on the machine because that's really poor there, but yeah, it's fine. It's only for me. Yeah, so I've got a big version of that. So that was fun to sit and play with. As I say, I did all those little bowls in between, you know, looking after his lordship. I don't know if I showed you these or not. I'm going to carry on like I didn't. So these are, can't remember the name of the blooming, Kawundi-ish stitching. So what I had was a piece of self-adhesive wadding, and on it I laid loads of scraps. I don't know if you can see them, but just all little tiny scraps of fabric, and they was all right, but I knew I needed to kind of mesh them all together. So I had this, it was like a beach cover up with a pattern on it. You can just see the pattern there. So I put that on top, and it's all on top of spotty fabric, as you can see. And then, so I just stitched it down Kawundi style, brought the edges in, but I just thought it needed more. So I'd made another one of those big English paper pieces that Emma Jones, the vintage sewing box, gives you a free pattern for. So I put that on there. And what I'm going to have, what I'm thinking of doing, I've got some of those fancy lace edge zips that you stitch to the outside of your project. So I'm going to put one of those on there. And I've seen a way, I need to check my memory, but I've seen a way, if you turn this up and then stitch there, it gives you a box bottom bag. But I need to play around with that. So anyway, that's that one. So this one was the same. Yeah, see, I was playing around with the idea of doing that. Oh, that gives me whatnot. And this is exactly the same. Again, I had a piece of fusible, I can't remember what the stuff's called. Sorry, I just leaned on the floor to get my thing. Wadding. Oh, see. Yeah, so I just backed that with this lovely gold fabric here, as you can see. I haven't got, I've got some more of those made, but I don't think any of them would go on there, and they're whole ones anyway, so I might look at doing, yeah, see, none of these really, even if I, you know, just make them half like I did on the other one, they're not the right colours. I need to make another one of those basically. So all it was like the half of the design. So yeah, so stitch those, and they took forever. They really do take forever. I need to stitch down that corner, I just noticed that. Yeah, and that's, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put one of those lace edge zips on there, and then they'll just become really, really fancy pencil cases, basically, I would imagine. So that's those. Oh, I've got some incoming goodies as well, so, because that's the worst thing about being sat bored, you shop. Again, I can't remember if I've shown you this, but this is a giant piece of what I consider more proper Kawundi stitching. It's not very good. I'm going to have to do some sort of stitches here because I've got big flappy bits there, so I need to stitch those down. But yeah, God, that really does take some time to do that. So I'm thinking this is going to be some sort of bag or something. Again, no particular plans. I just needed stuff to do because I can't sit idle. I really can't. So that was that. Oh, I did some, because if you watch the channel, I'm doing a journal for somebody. So I sat and made, which is all stuck, some Snippets, belly bands. Sorry, it looks a mess, but it's actually quite organised. Yeah, so some snippets to go on the pages for the journal that I'm making. Sort of flora, fauna, birds, you know, all sorts of nature-inspired stuff. That's going to be a belly band. I need to add some things on there, but of course I didn't have a sewing machine with me. I made this expandable pocket out of a prescription bag, like you do. But yeah, I think that'll work quite well. I'll cover the back, I think. I might even cover that blue. I don't know, it'll be fine. And this is the other half of that prescription bag, as you can see there. Yeah, with some of that lovely lace that Louine gave me on the bottom of it, and it's got a little pocket there. But yeah, I might cover that. I would say it was really frustrating because I just didn't have everything that I wanted, you know. So I've done a snippet roll-ish. I need to stitch that, and various sort of side, they'd either be side tucks or, you know, side page decorations, that kind of thing. And again, some more there with flowers and birds and paper lace and stringy bits and what have you. So yeah, they'll all be on pockets and stuff like that. And there's another one there. I think I was halfway through doing that one. Yeah, so that just needs finishing off. My granddaughter arrived and I thought, I'm not having all that lot out while you're here, madam, because that'll go everywhere. Those were just cutouts, and I don't think there was anything else. Now I picked up, oh yeah, right, let's go to, so that's all me makes. It doesn't look a lot considering it was a whole week, well, more than a week, but as I say, I was backwards and forwards in the car, sorting out the cat, going back there, sorting out the dog. Yeah, it was slightly frustrating, but never mind. So that was that. So incoming goodies, let's talk about, I picked up the latest Indigo Blu magazine because I love Indigo Blu. There's a lot in it, not sponsored, just a huge fan. Yeah, so it came with a cutting die. I'm trying to find the box, there it is. So it comes as a box set. I got it off Craft Stash. I could have kicked myself actually, because I went into Exeter and in the massive Tesco's that they've got there, they had it on the shelf and I could have just picked it up. But anyway, so you end up with a stamp set, a cutting die, a stencil, some stickers and things, and then all the papers are inside the magazine that come in with it. I never use it for cards. I really don't. So yeah, so that's the cutting die, which I haven't tried yet. Obviously I didn't have my machine with me. That's the stickers. There's the stencil, which I really like actually. I love that one. So again, I've not had a chance to play with any of this because I was without all my stuff. I've taken all the paper out of the middle here. As I say, I kind of look through the magazine, but I don't use it for card making. So yeah, get a really nice magazine with all the hints and tips. I really like the stamp set. I'm trying to do it so you haven't got the light on it. A nice bird here, some nice text and florals. They do have really nice stamps. So yeah, so that's that. Again, not had a chance to play with it yet, so it's on the to-do list. I got shopping. Oh, let me get the rest of the other things that were on sale with Craft Stash was this paper set from Hunky Dory. I think it was only £4.50 or something like that, and there's a lot of paper in here, and it's all, as you can see, it's all printed and decorated, and I mean it's plain on the back, so you know, do a bit of tea dyeing or whatever, but that is perfect for in a journal. So I just pick stuff up like that when I see it on special offer. I just get it. So that was that. That is Perfect Days luxury card inserts, but they work perfectly for journals. And then I was fascinated by this. This was on sale. It was half price. It was still £9, but you get a stamp and the cutting die, and it cuts sort of that shape there. I'm trying to keep it out of the light. I love that sort of shape. I love weird and wonderful. The more weird and wonderful, the better in my eyes. So yeah, you get the if I take that off, yeah, see, that's the cutting die, which I haven't played with yet, and I'm desperate to. And then obviously you get the stamp that you can, yeah, so you'd stamp it like that and then cut it out. Actually, you'd stamp it like that and then cut it out, because you do the opposite. Anyway, you know what I mean. I thought I'd give it a go. Quite fancied that. I want to do some more of my little mixed media books, because I've sold quite a few recently. So if you're one of those lovely people that have been ordering off my Etsy shop, bless you. Thank you very much. I've had my faith restored in Etsy. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, got that one. Yeah, as I say, I'm pretty sure it was £9, which seems a lot, but you are getting a stamp and a die, so actually it's not that bad. This was shopping enabled by Tori at Cool Kooky Creatures. Again, I've not really had a good look through it, but I am desperate, so I'm going to take this downstairs and read this tonight. When she was flicking through her books, I saw this one and I thought, do you know what, that really does appeal to me. So yeah, so I'm going to have a good flick through this and get some ideas. And I got it from, who did I get it from? Sorry, I think I got it from We Buy Books, and I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was not what was coming up on other websites, let's put it like that. I don't know where the invoice has gone. I think it was £6 plus £2 postage, something like that. I don't know what the, so the original price was in dollars, $29. So yes, it's used and it has got a few, you know, dings on it, but you know what, it's going to get dinged in this room, that's for sure. So it makes them less precious, and then I'll actually use it. So I'll have a good flip through that one now that, you know, I'm home. Let me show you these, and then I'll show you the fabrics, because I haven't got any fabrics, you know. I picked these up in our local, I know it's a Christmas book, but I'm going to make some Christmas journals. In the local, what was it? Was it the Hospice? Yeah, we've got a big warehouse version in Exeter, but it has some lovely, as you can see, pictures and poems and things like that in it, and it was £1. So, and it's a really nice cover. It's yeah, it's really good condition, to be honest with you. I don't even know how old it is. But anyway, so yes, I picked that up. 1980. Oh, it's vintage. See, I look at 1980 and I think, oh, that's not very old. It really is. So that's that one. So that'll be shredded, I'm afraid, if you're a book lover, for journals. And then I got this whopper. That was £1, that little one. And this one was £2, because all other hardbacks were £2. So I'm taking that off to reduce the glare, but then I realised that's shiny. However, look at this amazing plant and birds and beasties book. I just couldn't leave it there. So that came home with me for £2. Really nice, really lovely images, and large. I mean, it's a big book. I haven't got a bit of A4. There's a bit of A4. Oh dear, excuse me. So that is a whole A4 sheet. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than A4. So folding in half, it's going to be massive. But yeah, cool book. I really like that. And that's called The Companion to the British Countryside. Forward by Tony Soper. So yeah, I shall see the price of that originally. And it was £2. Very nice too. So that'll go with that current project that I'm making for Mrs. K. I'm just, before I get onto fabric, is there anything else I need to show you? No, right, okay, fabric. So there was 2 packs of these for £1.50, just odds and sods on the counter when I bought this fabric that I'm going to show you in a minute. And I thought it was well worth it, because this is £1 something odd a metre on its own, this, because I've bought this before. So it's obviously, it's just end of rolls, but they're really handy. I find them handy. I make bag handles out of them and things like that. So yeah, not terribly exciting, I'll be honest with you, but I just can't resist the scrap bag. I really can't. And there's yards of this bobble stuff, so I need to find some amazing way of using that. Bit of ribbon, yeah, you get the idea. So it's just a general scrap bag which was on the counter. I thought, I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll take it home and give it a home. So that's that one. And then now don't adjust your screens, okay? This is really bright fabric. I've got it in my head and I can't get it out, but I want to do kind of like an art quilt, but with graffiti. I've got no idea how I'm going to do it, but I really want to make one. So I went to my local store, which is called Trago Mills, which is kind of like a bit of a discount place. And I just picked out some of the really bright fabrics, the brightest that I could find there, and got half a yard of each. Now it's massive pieces because the width on the roll was huge. So yeah, it's not going to be a massive quilt, but I've been seeing them. Who was I watching? Laurie Holt, was it? Anyway, I've been watching some quilting programs because that's all I've had to do, watch telly. And there was some graffiti quilts on there. And I mean, let's say, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I love graffiti. I know a lot of people see it as vandalism, but I think it's very artistic. So there's some cracking ones round by me under what my Eleanor calls the troll bridge. So I'm going to go and get some really good photos and start designing something, because I really want to make it. It's as simple as, and I can't get it out of my head. So I've got those three. I've got some more, I might have some more zany fabrics around, so but that'll be something that I play with. I've got another week off in August for my birthday week, so I might get to it then. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's it. And I've got Roxy's thing to catch up with, because can do what we like. That's why the mat's here, because I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I still haven't got a clue what I'm going to do for chapter 4 on that. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I've been watching a few other people, and I know I'm not alone, because quite a few people have commented and said, yeah, we want to do it, but we're not quite sure what to do. So it's not just me, thankfully. So I'm really happy about that. Being completely selfish. Yeah, I definitely need to put in some more decoration on this. I might whip the machine around it, actually, although that would ruin it, wouldn't it? Because that's all hand stitched. So I don't know, just be patient, Susan. Yeah, I was going to start this one because I'd got another one ready, but I didn't. I need the fabrics to go on the top, and it really started to hurt my hand. It's very tiring on the hands doing this, because you're pushing it through, although you're not supposed to have wadding all the way around, but I wanted to, because I'm just awkward like that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, my room is an absolute tip. I mean, all that stuff that I got from the lovely Louine, I just dumped it on my big cutting table and left it there. And everything from my daughter's house that I took with me, I just brought the boxes up and just dumped them. I'll show you what my little... I don't think I can, actually, it's a bit big. This is the kind of boxes that I've come home with, you know. Little Sizzix was in there and stuff like that. I didn't get around, well, I say I didn't get around to the crocheting. I kind of did. I did a flower, but yeah, it's not very good. I need to concentrate on it more. So basically, I'm going to unpack all this stuff, get myself organised, because I've only got my short work week this week, thankfully, and yeah, crack on and do more videos. I'm hoping Thursday and Friday I should get to some. So yeah, I apologise for the lack of videos, but we are all back on track now. I think it'll be the last time I do dog sitting for a little while. She did say that they're thinking, sorry, I was probably making the camera go mad. She did say they are thinking of more Europe next year and get a passport for the dog. I said, well, yeah. I said, I mean, the trouble is he is such a big boy and he is so lively that he is likely to pull me over. So, yeah, I said to you, you might have to think about that, love, because he is quite a handful, but a gentle giant, you know. He's very good with me, actually. I don't know, do they have a sixth sense? I think sometimes dogs do, don't they? They kind of know. And she's only got to say the word nanny and his ears go up. So, yeah, bless him. Yeah, kind of likes me. I kind of like him as well, so it's all good. Right, I'm going to stop blathering in your ears. Yeah, again, apologies. Oh, thank you. Oh, do you know, I keep forgetting to say this. There's two lovely ladies that contributed on my, I can't remember if it was Ko-fi or the Super Thanks. One of the two. Yeah, thank you so much. Let me get your names because I did write them down. It was, hang on. Here, Susan and Bridget. Thank you. I'm pretty sure it was on Ko-fi because I've written Ko-fi there, but I won't say your surnames, obviously. But thank you, because, do you know, every little bit helps. It really does. I think it goes straight through to PayPal, that one, so that means that I can then buy other things, you know, through PayPal. I prefer to do that. It's safer. So yeah, thank you very much, ladies. It's really, really appreciated, and I keep forgetting to say thank you, but I've done it now, so that's all good. Yeah, I think that's everything. I've got a right royal mess to sort out, and yeah, we'll say hopefully back to normal come Thursday. I can't wait. I just want to spend time in my craft room with you guys. All right, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.